So, Mega Man 11, my review about 2 months late, but I came out right in the middle of fucking school. What was I gonna do? Drop out and play fucking Mega Man 11? Not really. Um, as you know, I'm a deep Mega Man fan, and I gotta say I haven't played Mega Man 9 or 10. But I played 1 through 8 countless times. I haven't beaten all of them, but I've played them all, and I am biased. I prefer the X series. I'll get to that when I get to maybe an X review. The reason is I just think it controls better, and it's a little more fair and challenge. But Mega Man, classic Mega Man, has always been challenging, and they really nailed that with the new Mega Man 11. And I think I appreciate that. At first, I didn't. And I want to say that I think everyone that's like, you can play the game without using the double gear system, are too nostalgia blinded to really not be able to let go of the past. It's the same thing with Mega Man 9 and 10, removing the slide functionality. That's boneheaded nostalgia that doesn't promote development of series. And I'm not saying that makes this game bad. If you want to play the game like that, go ahead and play the game like that. But personally, I got more enjoyment out of using the speed and gear functions. And this game is incredibly difficult without it. Hell, it's even hard with it. This is probably the first Mega Man game that I grinded in to buy shit just so I can get through these levels. And the challenge in these levels is that the checkpoint system is fucked. It is fucked. You'll go room after room after room and find that you died because the game's quite difficult. And you're set back almost to the start of the level sometimes. And I just found that cheap. I found that very cheap, but utilizing the double gear system and the shop functionality, I really, really fell in love with this game. I've started speed running the Wily levels just because of how much fun they are, and I really look forward to the future Mega Man games, and I really am glad that this game has come out. We've been waiting a long time for it, and I hope X9 is just as good as Mega Man 11. And personally, I would recommend playing the game first on the casual difficulty, I think it is. It's been a while since I've played the game or looked at the difficulty. I've only been replaying levels. If you want to be boneheaded like me and be like, oh, I'm a gamer, so I'm going to play on normal difficulty or whatever, enjoy dying a lot. But, God, and the control is great. The level design is fun. But the level design, I think Mega Man's model is too big for some areas in the game, and you'll get stuck and not be able to get through a small gap. Especially I've noticed it in Blockman's level and Torchman. It is frustrating. And I've played the levels countless times, and sometimes I get stuck and sometimes I don't. I hope that they'd be able to patch it and fix it, but as of right now I haven't noticed anything or seen any news about that. But obviously they're working with a new engine. It's a new team. They've never worked on a Mega Man game before from my knowledge. And KG and Afune left. So as a first attempt, this is incredible. What they accomplished. It looks great, it sounds great, and I gotta say the voice acting threw me through the loops at first because I was like, what the hell, I expected there to be none, but I'm glad that there is, and I see that as progress, that Nintendo could embrace with Link, for example, or that, or for Mario. I want these game companies to develop, to keep moving. We can't stay in the past. And I grew up with the classic Mega Man series, and I love them, but I love them because it's Mega Man. I don't love them because I can't slide, or I don't love them because there's no gear system, or I don't love them because there's no voice acting. I love them because they're fucking fun, and challenging. And when you beat one robot master, when it's a challenging level, you just feel fucking awesome when you get the pattern down. And that's what I have to say is, even though it's trial and error and the checkpoint system's fucked, the Mega Man 11 really, really opens up when you fully utilize the speed gear. The power gear I didn't get much use out of except for the special weapons. And really understanding this system makes the level design so much better, so much faster, and way more fun. And if you want to play it like it's Mega Man 9 or 10, go right ahead, but you're missing out on the joy of speedrunning these levels with the speed gear, especially when you unlock when you buy the item, the upgrade to move at normal speed during the speed gear. My God, it is exhilarating to how fast you can run through these levels, and I just, after playing this, I just cannot wait for Mega Man 12 and X9, especially X9. I just hope that they maybe tone down the difficulty for the normal mode a little bit, and if they don't want to tone down the difficulty, go right ahead and just put more checkpoints. That's my biggest issue, is no checkpoints. And also, the bolts drop rate was very low. I spent about an hour to grind just to get to a point to get some upgrades to where I could make it through the fucking levels. And tone down the fucking spikes. There is so many instant death spikes. And like I said, with the lacking checkpoints, it is just frustrating. It's not fun. However, I will say that if the normal difficulty in this mode was hard difficulty in Mega Man 12, I'm okay with that. But a normal playthrough shouldn't be that frustrating. And it's not because I suck, it's because of lack of checkpoints. And it's just annoying. It's not challenging, it's cheap. Because you don't know the level design. How are you supposed to know that the spikes? How are you going to know to get through it like this? Especially with instant death shit. But if you're looking for a challenge, or you're been itching to play a fucking platformer, just buy Mega Man 11. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. It looks great. It sounds okay. I forgot to mention that the music is kind of forgettable and generic, especially for a Mega Man game, and that's really disappointing, but that's the least of my worries, because it looks great, plays great, and the voice acting's top-notch, and the dialogue's humorous and charming, and I love this game. It is so much fun, especially when you realize how to use the double gear system. It really opens up. And I'll be honest, at first, I didn't like this game. I did not like it. I especially hated Bounce Man stage. I still do, even though I've grown numb to it. And the demo didn't do much for me, but once I got into the meat of the game, it tasted fucking fantastic. And really just play the game, especially if you're a Mega Man fan. You probably already own it. If you're a platformer fan, you probably already own it, especially if you like 2D platformers, or if you grew up in the 90s and early 2000s and played, Mega Man 8 or Super Mario World. Just give it a chance, and I think be open to the double gear system if you're a diehard Mega Man fan and you don't like change, and you'd rather it be like 1988. Give it a chance and use the shop. That's my advice. Also, if you're getting your ass kicked and you want to have fun, play it in casual difficulty. You'll have a much more enjoyable time, and I don't think the ending's different. And the stage design's exactly the same. I think there's less enemies and more checkpoints. But if you want to play something this holiday season, go right the fuck ahead and play this all Christmas Eve. You can beat it very fast, and you'll have a lot of fun. But don't expect it to be fucking Skyrim. It's a Mega Man platformer. Once you get the boss order, you're just replaying the game. Also, I gotta love that they throw hints back to previous games, you know? It's great. It shows that they really care. They cared about Mega Man. It wasn't a, hey, Mega Man's back, buy our game. It's, we love Mega Man. We just didn't know how to make one. We made one. Everyone loves it. We're gonna make more. And there's no better time to be a Mega Man fan. But if you're a Sonic fan, gotta say, Capcom's giving more respect to Mega Man than Sega's been giving to Sonic. And that live action poster reveal today, which dates this review, I just want to give my opinion on that real quick. My God, this looks terrifying. I thought it would look like the games, and I thought it was going to be all CG. Why live action? This will probably put all video game movies gone again for the next decade, and that depresses me because I think there's great opportunities. It could have been like the Ratchet and Clank, you know, all CG, and it would have looked good. Granted, that didn't do well, and I didn't watch it, but this was not what I was expecting from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Anyways, this is a Mega Man 11 review. Buy it if you love platformers, and if you own a Switch, buy it, add it to your library. It's great, and if you like it, buy the Legacy collections of X and the Mega Man, I forget what it's called, but buy them. They're fairly cheap, and if you like Mega Man 11, you'll like those games. Or just buy the Anniversary Collection, X Collection. It's very affordable nowadays, and it's fucking good. Mega Man's great. I look forward to Mega Man 12, and especially X9. Thank you for watching.